Yeah, howdy, folks. What's going on? It's Outlaw Hatfield back at you one more time. I am late, very late. I apologize wholeheartedly. I I pulled a Gary. I decided to lay down and take a nap. I don't ever do that, and well, it caught up with me, I guess. I'm about 30 minutes late starting the show tonight, so I do apologize, folks. Um, just one of those things, I guess. I don't know what the hell is going on. I got an earache, so I figured I could sleep it away, but it's still there. So when's the big interview? I haven't heard yet. What interview are we talking about, Patriot? I'm a bit confused now. What's going on, Scott? Um, as far as I know, the next interview I'm going to be doing will probably be with Ghost Tactical. As soon as I can get up with Ghost. Hey, David, how are you? And I've been talking to other people, but getting schedules all lined up is a pain in the rear. What I'm thinking about doing is starting to pre-record these shows and then just play them back on the scheduled time. You interviewing that really cool content creator. Well, here's the thing, Patriot. I am that really cool content creator. So I could give myself an interview, but it would probably not be very entertaining for you folks. I mean, think about it. Who else is in my league when it comes to doing this sort of thing? Um, Night Strike? Nah. Ghost Tactical? Not even close. Clover Tech? No way. Never enough ammo. Not happening. These old news. So, when you want the best, you get the best, and the best is me. Here I am, ladies and gentlemen. And we all know I'm full of shit. So, oh Lord, I've got links out, guys. I don't know who's G Webs. G Webs? Nah, nah. G Webs plays second fiddle to me. Mm. Anyway, that's enough of that bullshit because we all know that ain't true. Um, Speaking of that, apparently G was with Dead Horse last night, which was kind of weird. I was in the Gun Channel's lobby, and I was Dead Horse was in there, Potatoes and Lead was in there, I was in there, and I kept hearing G Webs. I was like, "Where the fuck is he?" I hear him, I just don't see the icon. And then I realized that G Webs was coming through Dead Horse's mic. So that was an interesting turn of events. And by the way, it's very weird to hear G Webs come out of anybody else's icon other than his. Yep. It, well, it was a bit disconcerting. I was like, I hear G Webs, I don't see G Webs. Where the hell is G Webs? Come to find out, he's with Dead Horse, or Dead Horse was with him. Maybe they were hiding out in a van doing something. Who knows? I don't. So let's see. Tony's over on the Gun Channel. So how you doing, Tony? Tony, I will ship you a link if you'd like one, buddy. I do not see why more of you folks don't jump over on the Gun Channel side instead of YouTube. It makes life so much easier. I mean, it really does. Um, a lot easier to get in contact with people. You don't have to. It's just a better interface over there. It really is. There you go, Tony. I shipped you a link out, buddy. But what's going on with you guys? Let's talk. Let's find out what's going on here. Doing tactical shit. And what kind of tactical shit are you doing, Geek? Would cleaning a gun be considered tactical shit? That's my question. Or is that only a tactical shit if it's a tactical gun that you're cleaning? And it's always been my opinion that any gun can be a tactical gun if you know how to freaking use it. Hell, double barrel shotgun, hell of a tactical gun when a man knows how to use it correctly. God knows I wouldn't want to be in front of him. But what the hell do I know? I'm just a Hatfield from West Virginia. Tactical toilet paper. Is that the camouflage stuff, Woods? Or do you go straight black? I mean, if you're going to do tactical, do it right. You know, go straight black with it or camouflage. The new job does not start Philo until next week. Tuesday morning, I've got to be up and gone by 6 o'clock to get to where I need to be for an orientation at 8 a.m. Then I should be starting either Wednesday or Thursday. So, and I am still excited about that shit. Scott says he believes that tactical toilet paper is dookie in color. I doubt that. Hey, you know what, man? I appreciate each and every one of you guys that's had my back with this job thing. You know, this is a definite victory for me. It's this is the kind of job that I've been wanting for a very long time. It's finally got here. I guess it's a gun guy's dream to have a job where you're selling guns. You're basically doing what you love. Um, and for me, you know, I'm a guy that's been around guns all my life, and I'm fairly new to like the ARs. I've only owned an AR for about 2 years now, and I'm still learning. Um, and there's so much that I don't know about a lot of different firearms, but there's a lot I do know about other firearms and other aspects of firearms. So there's going to be a bit of a learning curve. I'm expecting that. And I told them to expect that. I mean, I never claimed to be some kind of gun expert. I know what I know. You know, if somebody was to ask me to give them, an idea of a decent deer rifle, I could do that without much of an issue. What's going on, Travis? Travis, you want a link? I'll ship you out one if you want to jump in for a little while, if you ain't busy. I figured you'd still be teaching the kiddies something, how to speak Spanish. But yeah, it's going to be very interesting trying to learn their the way they do things. How they run shop. Um, and another thing is, this is the first job I've had in a very long time where I'm going to have, something like 401k and some kind of benefits, and you know, that in itself would have been enough to get me to take the job. I would have actually took less pay that I'm made at the diner for the benefits, but I'm actually making more at Palmetto than I did at the diner with the benefits. So to me, it's a win-win situation. Uh, and I'm getting up there in age now. I'm 45 years old, and there's no telling when something might go wrong. When I might need a doctor for something. And then those benefits are going to come in handy. They offer medical, vision, dental. So, like I said, that in itself would have been enough to get me in there. Well, Travis, I sent you a link to your email, but I can ship you one to Gun Channels too. Travis P11 has always got to be troublesome. You see this, folks? Hey, Gary, you know you got a link on the Gun Channel side if you want to jump in here. But yeah, guys, I'm excited. I am excited. This is dream come true. And the hard part's going to be fighting the urge to just buy everything in the store. That's going to be the hard part. Trying to keep myself from spending all of the money that I make at Palmetto State Armory. How you doing, Travis?
Hey, man, I'm doing pretty good, man. Just remember what the late Eazy-E told us back in the day. Don't get high off your own supply. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, but see, it's all right there, and it's all, sitting there out in front of you and just begging you to take it home.
You can look and you can touch, but you can't take it home with you. Dude, hey, when do you actually start, by the way?
Wednesday, Thursday, I'm thinking of next week.
All right.
I go to the orientation. Like I said, I got to be there at 8 a.m. My whole schedule has got to completely flip-flop between now and then.
Well, yeah, that's what we were kind of predicting is, you'd have set hours, for work and stuff, and then you're going to be busy doing things before you can. So it might affect your podcast a little bit, right?
Well, like I said, I don't know what my schedule is going to be as of yet. Yeah. But I'm pretty sure that I can hang on to the Monday night show from 11 to midnight. I don't go into work until 10 a.m. I don't have to be there till 10 a.m.
Okay.
So, and that's the earliest I'll ever get there, I think. So yeah, I'm going from waking up at 10 a.m. to going to work, having to be at work at 10 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
So,
you take some time, but you'll adjust to it.
Yeah, you're talking to somebody that has been going to bed at 4 o'clock in the morning for the last 4 years.
Yeah.
So, and before that, I was working, night shifts. So, it's going to be a big adjustment for me. So, just.
Did they say you're going to be working at the gun counter or what?
Oh, I'm going to be working the floor.
And the gun counter. Yeah. Nice. I might just have to road trip out there and come buy a long gun. I think I can do that without having to have it sent home, right?
Yes, you can.
That's what I thought. Yeah, rifles and shotguns, or
the only thing you cannot buy out of state, as far as I know, is handguns.
Yeah. Well, if I bought it, I could buy it there and then have it shipped back to my FFL and pay the transfer fee and stuff. It was just like at Tulsa, it was the same kind of situation.
You know, I've always thought that was kind of screwed up. So I can go to another state and buy an AR, but I can't go to another state and buy a 357 Magnum.
Yeah, it makes no sense whatsoever. I agree with you completely, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, Tulsa does have private sales too. So I mean, it's cash and carry. As long as you're eligible to buy the gun back in your own state, you can buy it there. You're doing a private sale, a private transaction, technically.
Yep.
So not every state, not every table was like that, but a lot of tables were a private sale at Tulsa, which is fine. I mean, if you're not breaking the law, you're not breaking the law. You know.
Nope. Well, I had this discussion with a guy a while back, talking about how that could be considered a straw purchase, and I was like, how can that be considered a straw purchase? Explain your reasoning to me. A straw purchase is when somebody gives you money, and tells you to go into this gun store and buy a gun, and then give it to them.
Yes.
When they're not allowed to own one, that is a straw purchase.
Yeah. I think people get some whacked out ideas from stuff they see on the news, maybe, and that's what they think it is. And yeah, I just like some of these videos when they go to gun shows, it's just hilarious. These newscasters make such a big deal, or these journalists make such a big deal about the fact that they're able to meet somebody out in the parking lot and buy a gun without a background check from another person. Yet they don't realize the law allows it. It doesn't matter. I mean, I could go drive my car up and down the street. I'm not breaking the law, you know. I mean, I know you can do that. It's great freedom, isn't it? You know.
Yeah, in fact, you can drive that car up and down the road with a sign hanging off of both doors saying "gun for sale."
Yes, yeah, exactly. I mean, I wouldn't park it overnight outside, but you know, and leave the gun out there. But yeah, I mean, it's just funny on the news. I get such a laugh out of that. It's like, yeah, I know, isn't that great? You can go do that. You don't have to worry about anybody telling you can't do it because you can legally do it where you live. So you're not breaking any laws. Yeah.
So it's like buying somebody a gift gun. That's not illegal. You can do that.
I was going to ask you this, Ellis. Do you do any bulk ammo purchases at all? I mean, have you ever, or do you?
I have bought bulk shotgun shells, yes.
Okay. But like when you tell somebody how many rounds of ammo you have, like if it ever comes up in a conversation, do they ever just kind of look at you kind of funny, like you're nuts when you tell them how many rounds that every time you buy from them, like that you buy? Not from them, but like somebody's like, man, what do you need 4,000 rounds of this for? What do you need 1,000 rounds of that for? You ever get that?
Not really.
Okay.
Because, you know.
Well, okay, maybe your environment, you might be around a different circle of folk than I am at work, you know?
You got to remember, I'm in the South, man. And
yeah. Well, I mean, we basically, hey, the only difference between me and you is we just don't have the Southern drawl, all right? That's the only difference. We're very much more similar than I think you realize.
Yeah, probably. But,
I mean, there's a lot that we have in common, dude. But I'm just saying, like, in the environment, like I'll tell my family, they don't even bat an eye. Before, my mom used to be like, "What do you need to buy 1,000 rounds for?" I'm like, "Well, you go to Sam's Club and buy 50 rolls of toilet paper, don't you?" She's like, "Well, yeah. Why do you do that, Mom?" "Well, because it's cheaper." Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I buy ammo in bulk, Mom. It makes sense. And it's funny because my stepdad, he started doing that now too, because he stocks up on 9mm and 5.56, and she doesn't even question it anymore. But anybody that's ever freaked out about it, I'm like, I do it to save money. I'm not doing it because I'm hoarding, because I'm some kind of a Unabomber. I mean, I do it because I don't want to have to make 15 trips out to Walmart, or because when I go to the range, I'll burn through 100 or 200 rounds. You know, it's amazing how people think there's something wrong with you because you do that, and you got to explain to them, no, it's just because I'm saving money. And, you know, when you go, you'll burn through, you know, a couple hundred rounds in a sitting, depending on what you're doing.
I bought, I think it was 500 rounds, 5.56, not too long ago.
Yeah.
And I told a buddy of mine, okay, why didn't you get more? And that was his response. Why didn't you get more than 500?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't have the money, you know.
Dude, I'll tell you right now, man, ammo is that, like, for me, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but ammo is so amazingly cheap right now. I mean, it's unreal, the deals you can get. I mean, especially, you know, if you do the shopping online.
Well, if you remember back in February, they were talking about in April of this year how ammo prices were supposed to go through the roof.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that.
No, in fact, like our Walmart, they've been dropping the price. In fact, now I can get Federal brass 9mm 115 grain cheaper than the aluminum case. It's been $1 cheaper per box of 50 for months now. I mean, 22 LR, that may have gone up incrementally since we had trouble finding it, for the last 3 years. But now that it's back in stock, I don't really notice a major price increase. No more than maybe what you'd expect with, say, inflation or whatever.
Calvarius is asking what state my store is in. It's Palmetto State Armory. It's in the Palmetto State, South Carolina.
Oh, I thought it was Kentucky.
Yeah.
I was messing with you, bro. Yeah, it would be about a 20-hour drive for me to get there, but I think I can do it. So that'd be awesome.
Ghost, I sent you a link if you want to jump in here, buddy.
Maybe I'll head out there, Ellis, and I'll see if I can get a few people want to hitch a ride with me and tag along on the way out.
Hey, that's fine.
Yeah.
G-Webs is talking about stopping by sometime this winter.
Yeah, there
he's
you
going
go.
to do an East Coast tour.
Oh, cool. Nice. So Mohawk Boy's going to make him dinner or what?
I don't know what Mohawk Boy's going to be doing. You can't depend on him. I've told you that.
Oh, come on. What are you talking about? He does a show consistently every Sunday for like the last over a year now. I mean, you can't depend on him.
His show is more hit or miss than Night Strikes.
What? Oh, don't give me that. No way. Dude, he's got topics to talk about. He's got not that Night Strike doesn't. I'm just saying, and he's usually got a good idea about what he wants to discuss for the evening.
Yeah. I just like giving him hell.
Yeah, I understand that. Hey, I saw that new cartoon caricature or something that he's got his own cartoon now. It's like Jumbo Sumo Wrestler. Is that what it is? Is that?
Yeah, it's the guy off Street Fighter.
Yeah.
So I've seen that on Instagram, I guess about an hour ago, hour and a half.
Well, apparently word didn't get back to PSA because they still hired you. So.
Yeah.
Nah, it's cool, man. No, I'm happy for you. That's awesome. I was thinking when I retire, when I'm done teaching, I'd like to work in a gun store or work at a gun counter or work in whatever. I'd really enjoy something like that.
Oh, man. I'm excited. Dude, I have not been this excited about a job in my life.
Oh, I'm telling you, man, this is a dream job for people. I mean, that's it, man. They're a good company, and I like the origin of the company, and I like their owner. I like his philosophy.
It's and they sell good products.
Yeah.
I have heard many people say that AK-47 that they produce is a hell of a gun.
Well, the second gen, I think the first one's had problems, but it's going to be just like any first models off the line. Hey, I got one of the first Ruger Ranches chambered in 7.62 by 39 ever made, and it's got some rough tooling in it. It's smoothed itself out a little bit, but it's not like a beauty queen by any stretch. I mean, the finish is fine, but you can tell that there's, it was kind of an early production model. They hadn't quite worked all the kinks out. It runs fine, but it's not anytime there's a first new model that gets introduced, I've read horror stories about their 1911s. I hope they fixed them by this point. When you read the reviews, they're just not, people are not happy with them, but maybe they're going to get that all figured out and get that kind of worked out. And I don't know where they get their parts from or how, if they assemble them in-house or what they do. Do they even carry the 1911s anymore or not? Do you know?
As far as I know.
Okay. It's one of the few times I've read about people buying a blemished model and it was not good. Like, when you get the receivers, they're blemished, or you get the lowers, they're, you don't really notice it at all. But then on the 1911s, there are some complaints about them.
Well, it doesn't matter what company it is. They're going to have issues with certain runs. So, it's happened with Kimber. It's happened with Colt. It's happened with HK. It's happened with FN.
Well, every company makes a gun or two that's going to have some issues. It just happens that way, Yeah.
And it normally happens in runs.
Yep.
So, that's why people badmouth Taurus. I've known a lot of people with Taurus pistols that's never had an issue with one.
Yeah.
And I know other people that owns Taurus, and every other round something was screwing up. So
I know the older models, and then also, what is it that Gary has? The Spectre?
I'm not
sure. Spectre, the 380 that they sell. Well, you got to know this, man. Come on, you better start studying. You better go watch my whole catalog of videos this week, dude.
Yeah, right.
You need to educate yourself, buddy.
I do not have I do not have 400 hours to sit and watch your videos.
650. But anyway, no,
Uh,
I'm just messing. I'm just being a dick. But no. But yeah, this I think that the Spectre or whatever it's called has had issues. I've seen a lot of channels that guys have had problems with it. But then like the PT-111s and the G2Cs, I haven't heard a lot of complaints about those, other than people that just aren't used to how they shoot. You know. So I mean, I think that Taurus, I like to think they've improved their quality a little bit, but I've also heard horror stories about their return time and repairs. But yeah, there's a high and low to every gun you go buy. So
yeah, that's the thing about the firearm industry. Every company is going to put out a lemon.
Yep.
It's just that's the way it's going to be.
Yeah.
Not every gun's going to be a hit. Not every gun's going to be a top seller. And not every gun's going to work perfect right out of the box every single time.
Yeah. So now I got a question for you. Are they curious about your YouTube side at all? Do they care about you, the fact you make videos? Did they ask you about that at all? Like, because with me, with my job, I've been transparent with administration about my social media with my channel because I want them to know what I do. So if somebody freaks out, they have a heads up that they already know what I do, making gun videos,
I will tell you what I've seen in the stores, Philo. I have seen SIGs. I have seen Tavors in there. I have seen a lot of different firearms that PSA sells. Glocks, Springfields, Kimbers. They sell a ton of other stuff other than just the PSA stuff.
Dude, you see they got those CZ PO9s on sale for $399. That's been a tempting little bit to look at. Did you see that?
Yeah, because I've been wanting one of those. Thanks for reminding me.
Man, that's $100 less than I can buy them anywhere.
And the shipping price ain't bad.
Free shipping, and there'd be no sales tax from here in Nebraska.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, it's even reason to go buy one.
That sets you up pretty good, don't it?
Yeah, I think so. That'd be a nice little. I did actually put a down payment on a Ruger EC9S.
Okay.
Stan had one local. That's just the 9mm. It's the E line. It's the budget line version of the LC9 and the LC9S.
Mm-hmm.
So it was only $220, I think, $225. I'll be picking it up here in about a week or so. I want something a little bit smaller in terms of the handle or grip for a concealed carry pistol. I mean, Stan had one in the shop, brand new, and you only get one magazine with it, but I'm going to order and get 2 extra mags for $35, I think, from Bud's Guns. I'll have to check PSA. And then they also make a 9-round magazine for it, too, that you can get for like 20 or 25. So it's not bad.
I've got that Ruger on layaway now, that 1022. And I did not think about this when all this started.
Oh, employee discount?
No. See, I have to make a payment this week or next, and I'm not going to get paid from PSA for at least 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to be cutting that one kind of close.
You need to sell a little something or what?
I might end up having to do something. I don't know what. But
move something out real quick. You know what? Just go through your house and see if there's anything you could sell that you don't want. I made probably about $1,000 this summer on Facebook just putting stuff up for sale that we hadn't used. I mean, old coffee makers, old computers. I mean, it was amazing the stuff that people buy. If you offer cheap enough, people will buy it. It's amazing the stuff you can get out of your house,
Yeah.
You'd be surprised if yeah.
I ain't too concerned with it. I mean, the payment ain't very high, so I can get it, and but things are going to get a little tight for the next couple of weeks. But that's fine.
Yeah.
I'll survive.
Can you go sell some plasma?
Yeah. That's I don't do needles, dude.
All right. Well, I don't either, but it worked in college. Selling plasma, not needles.
Do needles. No.
All right, man. It's all good. Just saying.
You know how people are afraid of spiders? That's the way I am. That's the way I am with needles.
See, you got to find the right nurse that knows how to put the needle in without causing too much discomfort. That's the key. You got to find the best one that they got and let her do it.
Dude, the pain I can handle. The pain don't bother me.
Just don't look at it. Just watch one of my videos while you're getting the needle put in your arm, and you'll be fine.
Oh my God.
Watch my spam cakes video. You'll laugh the whole time they're putting the needle in. You won't even know.
Uh-huh. What's going to happen is I'm going to be watching your video while she's about to put the needle in my arm. She's going to pass out from boredom.
Oh, now come on, be nice.
The needle's going to go on my kneecap. Yeah, I can see that.
Yep.
He just did a 15-minute review on a toaster.
Pretty much. Hey, people don't know the features, man. I have not reviewed a toaster yet. I should do the toaster oven. I don't know if this model's still available at Walmart or not. I should do a toaster. I always said that if something ever happened and say I lose my job, I would just start reviewing everything in my home. Just call it the review channel.
I am still waiting on the tabletop review of the tabletop.
It's already been done. Vandalistic of Vlogs already did it. He beat me to it, man.
Well, you know, it's not from you, though. We need one from a
I've got a really cool idea. And I was kind of keeping this one under lock and key, but I think maybe I'll tell you about it now. I was going to go to a hardware store, and I was going to do a tabletop review of laminate tabletops. Like go through their vinyl section and show what they have off to the world. You know, just like go to Home Depot or go to Lowe's. And...
No. I got a better one for you. You go to Goodwill. Go to a Goodwill and do it.
Probably throw me out. They'd probably be like, get this hobo out of here. Why is he filming videos in here?
Well, just... No.
Ooh, you know what? You know what? Vandal did not do. I've got an old 1970s Samsonite folding card table with a fake wood oak top that's padded. That might be a good one. Garage sale finds, right? Garage sale finds, part 1.
Or a ping pong table, you know?
Yep. Y'all sit there and eat a tasty cake while I review it.
That'd
be awesome.
Cake thing.
Yeah.
Who started that?
That would be Midnight Range. He sent me. He put a picture on Instagram of a Boston cream pie tasty cake honey bun, and the funny thing was, I sent that picture to my mom. I said, "Mom, can you find me one of these?" Because my mom, she can find anything, and it turns out they actually sold them in the town where my mom lives at the local Dollar Tree, and so she picked me up like 5 of them, and then she also got me their chocolate cream pie. Well, they're a step above in terms of taste, not necessarily quality, but taste and flavor. Like they're a step above Hostess or Little Debbie or any of like some of those off brands that are out there. They're just good, man. I can't explain it. That chocolate cream pie that I had was unreal. It like tastes like you're actually eating chocolate cream pie, not like a stale little fried pie, you know? So that's where it comes from. I've never had it before, so I like trying new stuff, man. And the fact I can get them here, but they're normally over on the eastern side of the U.S. makes it even cooler.
Are you still doing the sweet tea thing?
Oh, God, all the time. Dude, I lived on it this summer. Oh, when I went down to Texas, I didn't even have to ask for sweet tea. I just got it. Like, and my friends are laughing because they're like, "You wouldn't even touch this stuff 2 years ago." I said, "I know." And now it's just part of me, man. I prefer it when it's warm outside, you know, to drink sweet tea, or if I'm on the road or something, I like to do that. But I've just got that. It's just I got that taste for it now, man. It's just not gonna. I don't think it's ever gonna go away. And I thank you. I thank you for the advice on that and how to make it the right way. I now like curse people out when they talk about trying to make sweet tea. I'll actually correct them on. I'm like, no, you don't put the sugar in after you've already brewed it.
No, you pulled the sugar.
What do you mean? I had to correct my family on that this summer, one of our barbecues. I'm like, no, you got to do it while you're steeping it. You know, you can't do it afterwards. You can't put it in with the ice. Like you don't know. And that's just ignorance. It's Nebraskans are just it's a rash of ignorance in the central U.S., the flyover states, where we just don't know how to make good sweet tea, man. We do now.
You know how to make good sweet tea.
I do. I got the knowledge, brother. I'm good to go, man.
You know how, because I told you.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Have you tried it with honey yet?
No, I haven't. In fact, I haven't really done a lot of like flavored sweet teas. I know they do, raspberry and like lemon slices. But I need to do that with honey. Oh, you do it with honey instead of sugar, right?
Yes. Instead of now, it's going to take more honey than what you actually think it's going to take.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. Yeah.
You don't buy a little jar of that little honey bee stuff because
no.
You use that and half another one.
Well, we have local honey farms here in town that I can buy it from. There's people where they sell big bottles of it, and it's a lot cheaper than buying it in the store. So we have locally grown honey that you can get. You can actually buy year round here.
But the way you do that with honey is simple. You let it boil up. like you normally do. You put your bags in your pot,
Hmm.
boil the water as you know, and then you just add the honey.
Okay.
And like I said, you'll probably not get it exactly right the first time.
Oh no, I expect to totally screw it up. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know, so add as you go and try it. You know,
Sure,
you
sure,
might
sure.
have to make 3 or 4 pots of it before you get the recipe perfect. But once you do, you're hooked.
Oh man, that's gonna be awesome. So now, is it just gonna be a sweet tea taste? This is a dumb question, or is it gonna be a honey sweet taste? What am I expecting? Is the honey taste
You
gonna
will
boil out of it, or what?
no, you'll taste the honey.
Oh, I
You
like
will
that.
taste the honey.
All right, I can handle that,
Uh,
man. Yeah.
and if you want to take it a step further, add the lemon to it or the lime, just whichever you prefer.
Now, can you do any kind of mixers with that at all? Is there something I can mix in with it if I want to kick it up to an adult level?
Oh, I'm sure you could put some, vodka in it,
All right,
tequila, rum,
bourbon.
whatever.
All right,
Yep.
cool. Good to know. Kick it up a
It's
notch.
hard to it's hard to go wrong with good sweet tea because you can add just
Oh,
about anything to it.
dude, even bad good sweet tea is good. Even
So,
McDonald's sweet tea, which is good.
um, it depends. I've noticed McDonald's sweet tea changes from state to state. It never tastes the same in two
No.
states.
Yeah, my buddy's wife, who's from Texas, when they're up here, if they ever run through Mickey D's, she says, yeah, it's not. I don't know what the deal is. It's not as strong. Like the flavor isn't as strong. Like its sweetness is there, but the tea taste is a lot weaker. It tends to be maybe more watered down
Yeah.
up north, maybe just how they do it. But yeah, but they just don't have any experience with it. That's why you need to come up here and just share the knowledge. You need to let people know how it's
Oh
supposed to
yeah.
be
Yeah.
done. So that's what it's all about, man.
Well, see, that's what you need to do
Yeah.
is make a video. Dogs are barking.
Oh no,
Everybody
that's all
can't.
right, man. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Um, make a video of you making that sweet tea, just like I
Oh
showed
heck
you.
yeah, dude! I'll do that this winter because I won't get out to the range for probably a month or two because of the winter. I mean,
And
if there's visibility, I'll go out and shoot at the range, but I don't usually go out if it's like a raging snowstorm.
just make sure I get some props there. Like you give me some
Oh
love.
God, always. I'll put a link to your channel at the end of my video, dude, and a
Oh,
link
that
to your
ain't
video
necessary.
in the video itself. There we go.
Oh Lord.
I'll give people a
Oh.
Patreon discount if they sub to you. There we go.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Nah, man, that's all. Hey, that's awesome about the job, dude. I think that's great. That would just I'm jealous, man. I'm envious. That would be a freaking awesome job.
Yes, I'm sure it's going to be. I cannot wait. I've noticed that I'm going to have to change a little bit of my lifestyle now. I didn't used to buy food because I ate at the diner.
Okay.
So I didn't grocery shop or anything like that because when I went to work, I ate there. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm going to actually, if I'm going to eat, I'm going to actually have to buy food.
Okay.
So I was like, well, that's going to be a bit of a change.
No, you can look up some real. Can you cook?
Hell no, I can't cook. My idea of cooking
Okay.
is 2 minutes in a microwave.
No, that's fine. You can. There's a lot of like little 4 or 5 recipe cookbooks you can get, or go online and look up some just 5 ingredient recipes where you can make some really good stuff that's going to taste like regular food. That's not like ramen based or Velveeta based or whatever. There's a lot of. I've got a little quick cooking anthology cookbook I keep on the countertop, and I can open it up and it's like 6 ingredients or less, and I can make a regular meal with it. It's not hard to do. Very little prep time. It's all stuff you buy at the store. Hey, you need to start watching Pioneer Woman too on the cooking channel. She makes some pretty good stuff, and it's pretty easy to do.
Well, actually, what I was thinking about doing is stocking up on Hot Pockets.
There you go. Hey, I can dress up a mean frozen burrito. Like, here's a good one. Get yourself like 5 frozen burritos, put them in a little glass dish, like a baking dish, 350 degrees, probably 25, 30 minutes. Pour some enchilada sauce on top, and then just put some slices of cheese on it, and then just bake it. Dude, yeah, that's the way to do it, man.
I've done that.
That's the way to do it.
Or corn dogs.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
Yeah, box of corn dogs, you're set, man.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm just saying, if you want to cook something, spaghetti is a good place to go. If you just want to do some pasta, make some spaghetti, and there's a lot of good frozen meals you can get. There's a lot of meals in a bag you can get where you just throw it in a skillet, and it's not bad. A lot of meat and vegetables and stuff like that. So you got a lot of options out there, dude.
Well, I'm going to say something that's probably not going to be very popular, but I am not a huge fan of pasta.
Okay.
I will occasionally eat spaghetti. I will occasionally eat lasagna, but that's about it when it comes to pasta.
Yeah, yeah.
It's I don't know. It's the sauce. For some reason, whatever spices or herbs they use in that sauce, I just do not like.
Yeah. No, I understand. I got you, man. I got you. Something to consider investing in. They're probably going to be on sale for Black Friday. We bought one last year. The Instant Pot pressure cooker.
Yeah.
You basically, you put your meat in it, whether it's frozen or thawed. You put a couple cups of water in it, drop in some potatoes and onions. You turn it on, let it go for about an hour, and you've got like a pot roast that's already finished by the time you open the lid. We cook stuff in it all the time, dude. We do pork and chicken and beef. And you can do like a whole like pot roast meal in about an hour from start to finish. Very easy to use. And they're digital. They basically take care of themselves. They warm up, they cook, and they cool down. And then once they fully cool down, you can open the lid. So I recommend you look into one of those, dude. We use ours all the time in the wintertime. So if you like any kind of slow cooker food, but you don't want to wait 6 hours for it to get done.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, you might be able to pick one up for $50, and there's a ton of videos on YouTube on how to make everything in them. I mean, you can put any kind of meat in there that you want to. I recommend just chicken or pork or beef, and it cooks up, and you can make any little side dish with it. And they're easy to clean up. You wash out the pan, you wash out the lid, you let it air dry, and it's ready to go for the next meal. It's really as simple.
Well, see, I would revert back to something my mom used to do.
Yeah.
She had a crock pot.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, man.
Throw a piece of meat in the crock pot, turn it on low temperature, let it sit all day.
Yeah, you can do that. You can do. There's nothing wrong with that. The only bad thing is you got to make sure it doesn't dry out or that it doesn't get overcooked. Yeah. But I mean, Dad, think about trying one of these because it would do the same thing, but you just don't have to let it go all day. And they're easier to clean out too. You don't quite get all the crusty crap inside of them, and you've probably dealt with enough of that to know it's a pain in the ass having to scrub that stuff. Dude, I've been there, man. I did dishes for almost 2 years when I was in high school before I moved out to the fry cook line. So yeah, man, I've been there and done that. I know it's not fun.
No, it is not.
In here.
What's up? What's up, Gary?
What's up? I've been listening to you guys all the way home. Finally got
nice. We're just getting Outlaw ready for work, man. Gonna teach him how to cook and to teach him how to use manners, how to use utensils.
Napkins and stuff.
Wait a minute. You mean I'm not allowed to eat with my fingers no more?
If you're having fried chicken, you can.
Well, there's this thing called the spork. I highly recommend it. It works really well. I think it's what Columbia River Knife Tool Company makes one that you can get if you want something a little more tactical. And it's like a fork and a spoon in one. It's a brilliant idea.
Yes, I remember when Kentucky Fried Chicken used to have those.
Oh, I know. Isn't that awesome? I miss those. Do they still have them or not?
I don't know. I haven't been.
I haven't gone there.
Kentucky Fried Chicken in years.
After they got rid of the grease that kills you, I quit going there. The good trans fat stuff. After that, it was never the same. They used to have the buffets were a big deal. The KFC buffets were back in the 90s and stuff. That was like, man, those were huge out here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
I don't know if they still do them or not, but I don't think they're as good as they used to be. But
yes, they still do them, but I haven't been to one in, I guess, 4 or 5 years.
The mac and cheese and the coleslaw and the mashed potatoes. Oh, God.
Biscuits.
So good. That was our Sunday morning ritual in college. Oh, yeah, the biscuits, dude.
Oh, those biscuits. Now, do you remember when KFC didn't serve the biscuits? They just had these little roll things. And this was going back a way. This is going like 80s. Because they switched over to the biscuits in about, the mid-80s to late 80s.
They've always had biscuits out. As long as I can remember, we've always had biscuits out here.
Well,
but yeah, that's about the time, the mid 80s, when about the time that I remember going there when I was a kid. Yeah. No, I don't remember. They used to have dinner rolls.
Well, Dog Body wants a link, and I'm going to let him have one. Dog Body hasn't been in my show too much, so I think this might be actually the first time.
Well, he's a famous author now, so we better start giving him some airtime because he's going to be out there. He's going to be able to promote gun channels and puppy love and our stuff to the world. Yeah.
Fits right in with Travis Billy Mays P11.
Hey, everybody. Yeah, there you go.
Hey, dog buddy, how are you, sir?
There he is.
And apparently Night Strike wants a link. That gone, people.
There it goes.
Dog body, you there, bro?
We see you. We don't hear you.
He might be getting his headset. I got to ask him a quick question before I go.
Guys, I'm sorry about that racket in the background. Somebody's playing a video game in the other room, and apparently they're deaf.
Do you know who it is?
I have no clue.
Oh, is this in your home?
Yes.
Oh, well, you might want to find out who it is. Nah, there's just some dude in the back room playing video games. I don't know who it is.
They're having a good old time back there.
Yeah, there you go. Dog buddy, you there?
Okay, what did I step into? First, we're talking about, crock pots and pressure cookers. Now you're talking about something entirely different.
Well, I'm taking the philosophy of my channel. I'm applying it to Ellis's show.
Yeah,
Nice little variety.
So when are we going to get to the peanut butter sponsors?
There are no peanut butter sponsors.
Travis is like,
There
hold on,
will
let
be
me
no
go.
peanut butter sponsors.
All right. Okay, I got this.
Oh,
All right. Okay, so here we go. Okay. Hi, everybody. I am Ellis Hatfield, and I got a job at PSA, which means I got to make lunch now. So I'm going to be making me some Skippy peanut butter sandwiches. Skippy has been making peanut butter since 1905. It is the official peanut butter of the Ellis Hatfield channel. So eat what the Outlaw eats the Skippy.
wait,
Okay, that was a terrible impersonation of Ellis. That was a god-awful Sorry.
Skippy now owes
I like to
me
make me a peanut butter
$5,000.
sandwich. I love to do impersonations. What? Sorry, man. I enjoy doing stuff like that. My bad. Sorry. I was a speech and drama kid in high school. It just comes naturally. So, yeah.
Hey, Travis.
Skippy now owes me $5,000.
They
And
do.
dog buddy, I didn't hear you, man.
Hey, Travis, let loose a night strike shall not be infringed. Let's see you hit that one.
Shall not be infringed!
That's pretty good.
Was that it right there? Was that good? Okay.
What do you think,
Well,
Mike?
I hit that high F a little bit higher than he does. But,
I think get on the bird.
Give him the bird.
give him the bird, everybody.
Give him the bird.
Give him the bird.
Okay, everybody, shh. Dog buddy, say something.
Okay, first of all, crock pots and rice cookers are the ultimate. Everybody has to have one.
Yep.
And as far as everybody wants to know about sporks, KFCs in the ghetto still have sporks.
Oh, nice. They're tapping into their stash supplies of them, huh? That's awesome, man.
It's a good day.
Okay, so Dog Buddy, question for you real quick.
Yes.
If I get that copy of your book and have it sent to you, can you autograph it and then just mail it back to me? I'll PayPal you some money for postage.
Yeah, it's not a problem, dude.
Cool. All right, I just want to ask that from you real quick. I'll get an address from you at some other point.
Yeah, just send me an email.
I was hoping we could buy an autographed copy from him directly.
Well, Are you doing that?
I can make that happen. It'll take me a little bit to order the books in, but yeah, I can make that happen for you guys.
Oh, we'll just do that. I'll just PayPal you direct.
Okay.
Give you the money anyway.
That works. Even though we should all get free copies because
Ellis, I will make you a deal. As since you just got yourself a new job, I will send you a copy as a gift. Email me your address.
Dude, I was kidding.
Ellis has dogs. You have dogs, don't you, Ellis?
Yeah, several.
Yeah, so you got dogs. He needs to learn how to train them now.
He's a Hatfield. I would expect him to have dogs.
Yes.
Got himself some coon hounds.
Dog buddy, I don't know what to say. You put me in a state of shock here. Thank you.
That's not a problem.
Review on Amazon.
That would be appreciated.
Yeah. Thanks, man. That's very nice of you. Guys, tell us about the book, Dog buddy.
I mean, the book is pretty simple. It's a very quick read. All right, it's not a novel by any means. You could read the whole book in probably about a half hour to an hour, if not faster if you're a quick reader. But it's just about touching on the fundamentals of a little bit of dog history and about how to bring out the most out of a dog. It's from talking about the bonding factor to how to actually physically train a dog to get to that 100% potential. And it's all got some history, and it's really meant to be a starting point for a dog handler, somebody who maybe already knows about dogs but wants to know how to go deeper, or somebody who's just getting into their first performance dog and wants to know, hey, what should I be doing? This is to lay out that foundation knowledge to get them started.
That is cool, man. Now, who'd you go through to publish the book?
I'm actually publishing through Amazon.
Very good.
Yeah, I originally was talking with a couple of different publishing houses, and they had stipulations that I couldn't agree to, starting with sponsorship issues. Because as much as I would love to sell out in lots of ways, I'm not willing to sell out to big companies who shall remain unnamed, because I'm firmly against some of those big companies because of what they've done to the dogs over the last 50 years.
You mean like Eukanuba Science Diet and Purina?
You mean Mars?
Oh yeah,
and Nestle?
Yep.
Because those are all owned by
horrible companies. They've done horrible things to other countries, man.
Yeah, those are all owned. So first of all the brands you just named are owned by Mars and Nestle. 90% of all animal food for dogs and cats is Mars and Nestle. So, like, if you walk into a major pet store like a PetSmart or a Petco, more than 90% of their shelves is Mars and Nestle product.
See, I've been giving my dog Rachel Ray Nutrish because it's got a high meat content, but I don't think it says DPC Pet Specialty, so I don't think it's Mars or Nestle. Might be one of the few companies it's not.
Well, and that's just it. There are a handful. About 8 years ago, you started to see companies pop up that weren't owned by the two major two.
Yeah.
But one thing is, and this is where I get into a lot of heat. First of all, if you're a veterinarian, I love you. I think what you do is absolutely wonderful. But I think when it comes down to animal nutrition, they receive less than 48 hours worth of training, and the training they get is given to them from Hills, and Hills is owned by Mars. The company that's causing health issues is the same company that owns about 75% of the veterinary medicine world. So
no link there, huh?
Oh yeah. So there's all kinds of corruption that goes on with it, and I don't hold veterinarians responsible to that. They're simply just like us. They're cogs in the system. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it creates a lot of conflict and a lot of rub. And one thing I always tell people is that 99%, like people, like, it's funny, some of the guys that follow my Instagram make fun of, they say that my dog eats better than them. My dog eats for less than $3 a day.
Well, and if you've got a bigger dog that's a heavier dog that's going to eat a lot of food, then that's not, you're also saving money in the long run because you're going to be saving from health complications that are going to require expensive treatments and medication and trips to the vet. I mean, taking your animal to the vet, man, you might as well just go ahead and go to the doctor, because you pay, $65, $75 for just a call to go visit the vet, not to mention the medication and the extra charge on any additional work they got to do.
Well, like I tell people, that when it comes down to it, my dog eats 2% of his body weight.
Yeah.
That's okay. He's a 100-pound dog, so he's eating 2 pounds of food a day.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to use one of the top brands that I just referenced in one of my videos a couple days ago, Blue Buffalo.
Yeah.
Blue Buffalo came down. If I fed according to their guidelines for a dog my dog's size, I think it was like $2.68 per meal.
Okay.
And I broke down that if I go the cheaper route, if I throw in some things to thin out, so I'm not feeding a pure carnivore meal, but I'm just still doing a home prepared meal. Yeah. I brought the cost down under $2.
No, yeah, that's not bad, man. That's not bad at all.
So I always tell people, I go, in any given year, I save right around between $300 to $500 a year in food costs by doing it myself.
Yeah.
Nope. I got bad news for you. Blue Buffalo is owned by General Mills.
Again, I didn't say they were good. I just said they're one of the biggest brands out there. Yeah.
All right. Hey, guys, I got to go ahead and jet, but nice, Rick. I'll talk to you in a little bit. We're going to get our dinner on real quick, but I'll talk to you guys later, all right? Y'all take care, man.
Bye-bye.
Have a good night,
Have a
man.
good one.
Take care, guys. Yep. All right.
Hey, dog body.
Yes, sir.
I got an idea.
I'm listening.
If you want to get into this thing, how about you and I do a one-on-one interview in a couple weeks?
Yeah, sounds good.
You just let me know. Well, I know where you're going to be on Monday nights.
Well, how about this, Ellis? You get me that email with your address and everything. I'll get a book sent out to you, and then after you've had time to see the book for yourself, we'll sit down for the interview.
That'll work. That'll work. Just we'll work out a time and a date, and we'll get this thing going.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you can be expecting that one coming up. Guys, we are not going to cut Ghost off, and he's about ready to start. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it short. Again, I'd like to apologize for being late today. I took a nap, and things went downhill from there. It's been a good show, guys. You guys have anything to plug other than Hit or Miss Tuesday nights at 9? Because we all know about that.
GunTube.org.
Dog Body, what's going on with you?
You know, if you guys hit up my channel, I do videos every couple of days or so talking about all kinds of dog topics. If you happen to be in the Wisconsin area, the shelters out there are doing a big thing with half off on adopting dogs this month. So have at it if you need a new furry pal.
There you go. Gary, what you got going on?
Well, not a whole lot. Check me out at gizzardgary.com. Join gun channels if you're not already a member. It's a great place to be. Check out guntube.org, and as always, like, share, and subscribe to the Outlaw Hatfield. Thanks for the invite.
And thank you for the plug. Night Strike, what about you, buddy? What's going on in your world?
Well, since I can't plug Hit or Miss, GunTube.org. Check it out.
You can plug Hit or Miss. I was fucking with you. It's Tuesday nights at 9, everybody.
Yes, it is Hit or Miss Tuesday nights at 9. So after Ghost.
Yes.
Hopefully he ends on time tonight. But again,
it's the third best show on Tuesday nights.
it used to be the first, and then everybody saturated the market.
But you might get back to second here real shortly.
Well, I hope.
Ladies and gentlemen, remember Ghost Tactical's coming up with his Tuesday night chat. I should be back in a couple of weeks. Next week, I'm not going to be able to have my Monday night show because I've got to be up real early to get ready for this orientation Tuesday morning. So that won't be happening. I might do the show Tuesday. I'm not sure about that. And guys, that's it for me tonight. I appreciate each and every one of you. Y'all stay safe. God bless you. Have a good week, folks.
Jockey